Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Tweet this out live. SPY, QQQ, SPX. I will say you guys are going to hear me coughing and clearing my throat a decent bit. I think your boy's getting sick. Has not been fun. A lot of mucus too. But we're going to start here in a second. Give everybody a couple minutes. How'd you guys do yesterday? Make money, lose money, take no trades? Let me know in the chat. I took no trades yesterday besides... What is this? New timeout links. Oh, I put people in timeout for 24 hours now, apparently. Better watch out. Better not make me mad. I'll put you in timeout. Thank you for the subscribe. But I did do an Amazon swing overnight. So I really like this daily setup. We came back. We tested that daily 21 EMA. There's decent volume behind it. We have this orange dot squeeze. The only issue is, hold on. Edit this. Why would you be short on SPY? What about the SPY chart told you to short? And then we could talk about it. Give me a reason. But orange dot squeeze, daily 21 EMA, bullish reaction. The only issue is it's a news heavy week, CPI, PPI, FOMC. So I did size smaller just in case the market were to tank off CPI or PPI. But this setup, this was my number one setup going into the week. So I wanted to take it. And if we do react bullish off of the CPI, PPI news, I believe Amazon is going to be the one to go with a price target of 150, 151, and then 153.25. So I went with the 150 calls expiring at the end of the month. And ideally, would like to see that squeeze fire up. Worst case scenario, it comes down, it hits the stop loss. I size smaller for a reason, just in case news were to make us pull back. But we'll see what happens. Amazon is my number one overall setup in the market, not only for swings, but also day trades. I really love that daily chart. So let's continue to keep an eye on it and see where it takes us throughout the week. But also, I do want to put this in the chat. If you guys have not done so already, I am hosting a completely free webinar on Sunday. So, sign up, free webinar. Here's the link to that. Takes 5 seconds to fill out. Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. If you can't make it, still sign up because you will get the recording sent to you. So, yeah, take 5 seconds to do it. Here's the link. I got a very special class for you guys on Sunday. So, let's crack open the monster. And let's get cracking. Look for some setups. Alrighty. All right. So, start by looking at ES. Might have... Okay, so I still have my levels on here. I mean, it's really going to depend on this CPI that we have today, but 4,700 is going to be a big level. We broke out of that bull flag that we talked about yesterday, the 1 hour squeeze that we had. So we break this down, go to a 1 hour time frame. 1 hour squeeze, holding the 21 EMA, nice structure. What happened? We broke out, had that nice continuation up. So... Again, it's hard to say with CPI what's going to happen, but 4,700 and then 4,738.5 is what I would be looking for. And then 4,800, 4,808. That's really it on SPY. Not too much to try to reject on this bad boy. But cool, that's what I got as far as rejects. Bounces, I mean, I'm still interested in the daily 21 EMA if we got down there. That's at 4,600. Then we have that daily demand even lower. CPI, I mean, I believe that 1 hour 21 EMA is not going to come into play. If it's going to tank, it's going to go right through it. So, maybe that 4-hour 21 EMA where it's pretty far away, so maybe. But bounce that 1-hour demand right there. Got a very small demand there. That's not really going to come into play. Again, sorry if you guys hear me clearing my throat. I'm not feeling too good. I think I'm getting a cold. Hopefully it's not COVID. But yeah, so that is ES. Not really too much there that I'm very interested in. SPY holding above 52-week highs. I mean, our next level is 465. Let's go ahead and clean this chart up. God. Alrighty. So 465 is going to be that next level that has me interested. We can take a Fibonacci extension to get a price target from this pivot high to pivot low. Boom. So around 473. So let's go to the weekly. I mean, that again, that 473, that's the only spot I really see resistance after 470. Right up there towards that like 473 to 473.50 level. So watch that whole area. And then back to the day again, daily 21 EMA would have me interested in for a bounce. We cracked that 459.44 yesterday, or what was that, Friday? Held above it yesterday. Cool. Let's go back to the 1 hour real quick, see if we got a little fibby fib. Maybe we can take a Fibonacci retracement. We'll see with that. So that's it. SPY, ES. Take a quick look at NQ. See what else we got. All right, so where's that level from on NQ? Okay, so we cleared previous 52-week highs on NQ. If I'm going to be looking for a reject, still got that daily squeeze. Remember, we bounced right off that daily 21 EMA. We are inside of weekly supply, which goes all the way up into 16,700. Again, we could just slowly grind through it. It's definitely a possibility. But, I mean, there's not really too much blocking us until up here. Cool. I mean, that's everything on NQ for me. What else? Remove. Do have daily demand that we tapped over here on NQ. Would be more interested down there. Even the daily 21 EMA would be interested in that. Let's go to the 4 hour. Maybe the 4 hour 21 EMA. I mean, not super interested in it, but we'll see what happens with price. Even the 1 hour 21, again, it really just depends on what happens with the CPI news. But all right, let's wait for the news as far as finalizing levels on NQ, ES, and SPY, because once we get that, then we have a better idea of what levels will be valid. But QQQ, I mean, if I'm looking for a reject and we get up there today, there's going to be one simple level. 400. So I'll watch that. But that's pretty much it on QQQ. 400, 405, 408, 4087. Good morning. Cool. Let's run through the watch list. Let's see what we like and what we don't like. For the Amazon, I'm sized for a potential negative 70% loss on that, just because of news. 50 to 70%. Let's see. Apple, weak. Don't care about. AMD's been on a tear. I was on the watch list yesterday. Missed the bounce. My internet went out. Super annoying. But willing to watch it again today. Even a bounce at that 132.64 level, that 1 hour 21. So definitely going to watch that. Or if we pull back even harder, I like that 130.80. So we'll watch AMD, Amazon. Obviously, we want to put that on the list. That's the individual that I really like. Boeing still grinding. Coin, don't care about. Costco's been on a tear. If you guys are still in this equity with me, we're ripping it. Again, we entered all the way down here towards like 510, 512. Now this thing's all the way up at 625. And my overall price target on it, obviously I already took some of the equity off, but it's got room to 668, 739. Those are my price targets. So, gonna watch that on Costco just for the equity leaps, or not leaps, but equity. Let's see, CRM's still holding. Need a nice little 4-hour squeeze. Can't really day trade this one though. Not enough liquidity. And also make sure you guys are clicking that like button if you guys want this watch list. Post it up in the chat. You guys know the drill. GLD. What email did you email? IWM. Don't care about daily. Don't care about it. I mean, IWM looks strong if you want to watch it for an uptrend entry. Just nothing I really see. Meta. Lots of volume yesterday on this. Where did that? Oh, that first 15 minute. Again, I did the equity. I didn't like the options on it. I just did equity. Put a pretty penny in it. Microsoft, don't care about. Netflix. Went on a tear yesterday for some reason. Sold most of it off.
Thanks for the sub.
Thanks for the subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, nothing on Netflix. Skip over that. Cool. Nothing on NVDA, PayPal. Just consolidating. Don't really care about that. We looked at QQQ. Still looking strong. Shopify, don't care about. SPX. If we came back down towards 4,600, I'd be interested in a bounce. We're holding above 52-week highs. 46.37 is going to be the next level, but after that, we then have something way over here. 47, 43, 83. Even right here as well. Like 47.19, obviously 4,700. Want to watch that. 4,700. Boom. I had a lot of people talking about that retracement on SPY yesterday. That's not an actual retracement. Price was all over the place. It wasn't setting any clear pivot high and pivot low. So if we go to the 5-minute time frame, like it just so happens that it bounced down at that level, but I don't consider that a fib at all. So you see here to here would have been a fib. Price broke or came down, broke above it, continued up. You could have went there, but after it already starts doing all of this chop right here and then pushing to go even higher, there's no, this isn't a fib right here. There's just, you need to have a low point before a strong impulse move up. So this price action right here, I don't consider that a retracement at all. It just bounced off 460. That's how I saw it. Now, if we head on over to AMD, this was a clear pivot low, pivot high. I was looking for price to get down into this level or even here for a potential bounce yesterday. This is what you want to see as far as retracements. But if we head back on over to SPY, again, it's all over the place. There's no retracements there. The day before you could have done like here to here. So, but once it already starts pulling back and then it goes and gives that next leg, especially like yesterday, there's no retracements. So again, I saw a lot of people doing that yesterday. Did it work? Yes. Is it going to continue to work in the future? Way too high risk to do that. So let's see. Tesla broke below that trend line. Still just consolidating. I don't really care about Tesla. No, it can have red candles. You just don't want it to be all over the place and not setting any clear lows and highs. That's it. So as long as you have a high or low point before an impulse move, and then it tops out or bottoms out and retraces, that's what you want. Not zigzagging all over the place. So, but Tesla don't really care about. GS, I think we talked about this one in the past. It's got it's got a nice monthly symmetrical triangle. Honestly, equity could be the move. Definitely not going to do contract leaps on this because I'm sure they're super juiced. But depending on the monthly close, I mean, equity could be the move with a price target of 426. So I like that. And then there were some other things that I was watching throughout the week. We can run through them, see if any of the swings are setting up for entries. Aflac being one of them. Want to watch price near the daily 21. We looked at Amazon, NVDA, Meta, XME, which I still like XME. It's just the contracts the spreads are so wide. They're like $50 wide, which is almost 30% of what the contracts are. We talked about SMH on Sunday. TSM, we talked about that on Sunday. Not too interested in that right now. Watching Duolingo. Waiting for equity to go into the options. So no swing there. Walmart, interested only all the way down at 143.6 and then 137.40. So don't care about that one right now. WMB, that's based off a weekly setup. Still waiting to see what happens there. Would like to see if they can buy it up. Let's see, TJX. I like that weekly setup. That's holding nicely. We'll see what ends up happening there. Maybe snag a little swingy swing. SMCI in the equity for this one. And then we talked about Apple, AMD, and Microsoft. Cool. Mainly want to watch that Microsoft daily squeeze. So let's head back on over to ES. Got a little swingy up in here. Let's see. What is CPI gonna do to gold? I don't know. That's $1 million question right there. Cool. Well, we got 9 minutes until news. And really the only individuals I like is AMD and Amazon. So got double A's on the list today. Cool. Well, in the meantime, until the news, any questions you guys got? Any stocks I haven't looked at that you want me to look at? Again, if you haven't already, make sure to sign up for the free webinar that I'm doing this Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It takes 5 seconds to fill out the form. If you can't make it, still sign up because you will get the recording sent to your email. And the recording is not going to be put anywhere else. It's not going to be on YouTube. It's not going to be on Twitter. It's not going to be on Instagram. It is only going to be available to the ones that attend or the people that get the recording in their email. And might be a little biased on this, but I believe that this webinar is going to help a lot of you make a lot of money going into 2024. So make sure you guys sign up. Takes 5 seconds. We can take a look at AMAT. Pretty sure it's just going to move with all the semis, yeah. Has a nice daily squeeze. Price action is kind of all over the place, though. Weekly squeeze looks a little better. Monthly chart looks better. I mean, definitely wouldn't chase it up here. It's a big move. I'd look for a retest. Look for it to come back down, maybe towards like 150. But it already made the move that I would have looked for. CLS from the scanner. I think I looked at this one yesterday. Yeah. I don't believe. I think it was the liquidity I didn't like, or the spreads. No. Oh, it was because the strike's all the way at 30. I mean, it could move up into 30. It's just you're talking a 10% move on this thing. A little more. Or no, a little less. Whatever. Around 10%, we'll just say that. You could do the equity. The equity's not bad. It's just the options, they're cheap enough. The only issue is you need it to get to 30 by January 19th. Which, I mean, it could. But monthly is pretty overextended. Actually, it is very overextended. Not my favorite setup. Could it push? Yeah, but I'd probably be more willing to do it if they had like 28 calls with liquidity. It's just 30 so far away for this. Especially because your first price target would be 28.39 and it's already at 27.7. So, I mean, it's not a huge move. Maybe if it came back down towards that daily 21 EMA and started to support it, then that would open the door for better risk to reward. But right now, because it's at 27.7, you're aiming for 28.39. I mean, what is that? You're aiming for 68 cents. Your downside right now is about $1.30-ish, $1.20. So risk to reward's not really there right now. But that could change. Maybe it pulls back towards 26.6 and then liquidity comes into the 27.5 calls. That's something that I would look for. Right now, the spreads, they're 15 wide on the 27.5s in January, just only 600 open interest. So I'd like to see more open interest or volume come into that and spreads tighten up a little more. But even with 615, you could get away from it. Cool. Cool. Tell Uncle Savage good morning. Alrighty. Nope, the swing trades are only posted up in Team Bull. It's the only place I post them. I'll post setups on Twitter, but yeah, Team Bull exclusive. What we got? We got 4 minutes. Yeah, like I said in the video, I'm not quitting day trading. Still gonna be here every day. It's just I'm limiting the amount of day trades I take. Yes, I'm in Amazon. What other questions we got? We got 3 minutes until news. Anything? Good morning. All channel members too. Good morning. Yeah, I mean, we're pushing. Cranking. Yeah, I'm mainly going to watch that 400. That's what I really like. All right. Also, I was looking at the weekly chart yesterday on ES. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weekly green candles in a row. That's crazy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boom. What's that? That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Started to pull back. Yeah, I mean, 7 weekly candles, that's a lot. It really depends on how price reacts to the news on CPI with Amazon. That'll determine if it's good to still enter. One minute. I mean, remember, what did we talk about before it ever happened on the monthly time frame? We got news dropping here in 50 seconds. You ready for this? Got it. Video on Twitter, got it on YouTube. Monthly squeezes on ES. Over here, held 21, boom. Held 21, boom. That one fired down, held 21, boom, held 21, boom, held 21, boom. COVID broke below, reclaimed, held 21, boom. Monthly squeeze, 21 EMA, pulled back to it, held it. What's happening? Boom. Paying attention is free. It's free to do. That's why we're seeing this move. Monthly squeeze, monthly 21 EMA. Very important. Alrighty. What's going to happen with CPI? See what the numbers are. Some news about Harvard. I don't know why I care about that right now. CPI 0.1%, month over month expectation 0%, core CPI core 0.3%, month over month expectation 0.3%, CPI 3.1% year over year, expectation 3.1%, CPI core 4%, expectation 4%. So that is it.